it was like a 6.7, and it was terrible. It's embarrassing. Look, I will tell you the truth about my Chicago teams, right? Like I will tell you the truth, but I'm gonna tell you the truth about your team too. They're the Lions, and they just find it. Look, Jared Goff is not that guy. Jared Goff does not scare me.
He shouldn't scare you.
DeAndre Swift might run for 3,000 yards in that game, but Jared Goff does not scare me. The Lions defense does not scare me.
Dan Campbell should scare you. That alone.
Dan Campbell is the type of guy that if I hide around the corner when he's coming around the tunnel and I jump out and yell boo, he's gonna cry.
Oh,
Dan Campbell cries more than your 2-year-old does when he takes your mouse out of your computer.
Hey,
like you're
keep talking.
That is
keep
not
talking.
That is not. Dan Campbell does not scare me. The Lions, they're not that team. Look, if I'm scared of any team in this division, for one, it's the Packers who own us, and two, it's the Vikings. This is still the Vikings division to win. But the Bears, they're just not that. Like, I don't know what's coming week in or week out. Like, I expect a good showing against the Houston Texans this week, but it wouldn't shock me if we lose.
You know what you're going to get from week in and week out from the Detroit Lions? 30-plus points, baby.
Disappointment.
30-plus points. Your Chicago Bears can't score over 14.
They've got to learn how to stop their opponent from scoring 40-plus.
That's easy. Just let Justin Fields throw the ball. Oh, that's not Lamar Jackson though.
Okay.
So speaking of disappointment, I
see you playing into the crowd.
There were loads of disappointment over the weekends during these crowds. There was reportedly a beer bottle thrown at Browns owner on Sunday, and then when the Cardinals come back and beat the Las Vegas Raiders in overtime, I believe it was, Kyler Murray was punched in the heads by a Raiders fan. So Combs, way or no way, the Raiders fan should be criminally charged for punching Kyler Murray in the head after the game.
No. I mean, look, Kyler Murray should be talked to by his coaching staff. Hey, let's not go up to the stands after the game, especially in an opposing stadium, talking trash, because you back up the video and don't just watch when Kyler Murray gets punched. Watch when all of the other Cardinals fans are running around the Raiders home stadium, slapping high fives with Cardinal fans, but also flipping off Raider fans. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's kind of an incensed situation. Now, do I condone him punching him in the face? I mean, no. Look, there's a lot of quarterback. Like, let me get close enough to Aaron Rodgers, see what I do. So I get where he was coming from. No, I'd fucking knock his long hair out. But I don't condone the action, but I also don't know about criminal charges. I mean, if you watch it, it really wasn't even a punch. It was more of like a wraparound kind of pat on the head. It was like a half slap. Like, it wasn't even that big of a deal. I think Kyler Murray's kind of a bitch for even whining about it. But
did he whine about it? I gotta even hear that.
Yeah, he whined. That's how the whole thing started. Nobody even knew that it happened until he, complained about it and blah, blah, blah. And now there's an investigation going on. I mean, would I shed a tear if, the Raiders announced they caught the guy and they've banned him for life from the stadium, which I don't even know how you do that. I mean, like, how do you ban? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
How do you know whether or not I come into the stadium again? You got my picture on display
you have to
with
buy
everybody,
the tickets
like,
underneath your name, and they transfer them in. Like,
you don't have to buy them in your name. Like, I could say, hey, Buck, here's $200. Buy me a ticket for next week's game.
Well, but like everything's on your phone now, so like all the Ticketmaster stuff is like so. Like I went to the Packers game, the Packers-Lions game on Monday night last year. And we had to download the Packer app like on my phone and transfer the tickets.
I get tickets off of StubHub all the time, but they're not in my name.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even, you know what I mean? So I don't know, even though, like, I always think that's a bunch of crap anyway, because I don't think you could ever really ban somebody from a stadium. I mean, if I really want to get in there, I'm going to get in there, even if it means I have to like wear a disguise or some, you know what I mean,
Right.
paint my face for the game, and you know, just all like, how are you supposed to know whether or not I'm banned or not? Like,
Yeah.
that is,
Yeah, I definitely get it. But on the flip side of the thing, I've been watching TikTok a lot, and I see a lot of lawyers on there, like you know, like, is this guy wrong? Is it a crime? Yada yada yada. And I feel like Kyler Murray is kind of in the wrong here. He went up there and he kind of, and you know, I don't know what he said. I got to saw the very end of it. He was hugging the Cardinals guy, and like a hand came over and smacked him in the head. But I feel like Kyler Murray was kind of definitely in the wrong, because he was, you know, antagonizing it. Like, you know, he walked up to them and said, "Hey, what's up now?" Right, or whatever he said. Right, I'm sure it was some F you and F and this and the right, but like, he was definitely wrong. Like, I mean, there's no self defense, so I'm not for sure if it was